review. It's just my initial thoughts on patch notes. All right, let's take a look. Continuing series of role tweaks. 8.9 was mages, 8.10 was jungle, which a lot of people did not like. This is all marksman with non-crit builds. I actually think it's really interesting, non-crit builds, because the RNG factor to crit is kind of weird, because you get Infinity Edge and you get a 0 and you're like, holy shit, Caitlyn headshot. Does that seem fair? I'm not sure. So non-crit builds is probably add some kind of, you always know how much damage you're gonna do, or how much your enemy is gonna do. So maybe it's more skillful, but yeah, we'll see. Many of the options should be pretty appealing to AD fighters and assassins. Hell yeah, dude. Let me see some more talent in Rengar, dude. I love that shit. I'm just kidding. I don't love that shit. Please stop. They're tuning up the jungle. Sure, whatever. I don't care. All right, Pyke. We just saw the champion spotlight. Looks insane. They already started with chromas. Interesting. Yeah, this champion is busted. If you haven't seen the champion spotlight, go watch that. That's just nuts. All right, Anivia changes. Why are they changing Anivia? Q cooldown decreased at early ranks. Q damage ratio increased. Okay, that's kind of random, but sure. Graves, base attack damage decreased. Arc cooldown decreased at earlier ranks. Yeah, a lot of people are picking Graves now. So they're trying to lower his base damage. Okay, fine. Putting a longer window on his full combo should slow the snowball a bit. So his cooldown got increased. It says our cooldown decreased. What base? Yeah, I guess 10 seconds makes a difference. It's not bad, but he'll probably see play. Kha'Zix, hell yeah, dude. Can we destroy him? Our cooldown decreased at later ranks, but stealth duration decreased. Dude, I thought they were removing it. Oh, here it is. Oh, here we go. No longer grant stealth or movement speed on brush. Thank you, dude. That was probably the dumbest change. Okay, no flame, but that was probably the dumbest random buff they have ever given a champion. Let's give Ari's Q movement speed. Why? I don't know. Just cause. Let's make Kha'Zix go invisible when he reaches a bush. Why? I don't know. Just cause, right? It's just why, dude? Why? So thank you. They're fucking removing it finally. It's so cancer, dude. But yeah, thank the Lord that they're removing it, because there's just nothing you could do. You put a pink ward down, doesn't matter. You can't see him anyways, right? It's just seems good, dude. You're in the middle of the lane, doesn't matter. He has Moby boots. He just walks up. Seems good. It wasn't very fun or fair, I think. So they're giving him more Arcast, sure. Cooldown decrease, sure. Give Kha'Zix that. I don't really care. Stealth duration is lower, sure. That's always fine. Evolve stealth duration is bigger. That could be kind of spooky, but I don't think it will. From an 80s perspective, I think that Kha'Zix already has a lot of time on his stealth, so giving him more is I think is fine, right? I don't think you outplay Kha'Zix by outweighting his stealth or whatever, right? So whatever, this is fine. Evolved cast 2 within 10 seconds, 3 within 10 seconds. Sure, that's fine. Maybe it has more playmaking potential or something, but get rid of this, please. Thank you. Kindred, mark respawn time decreased. First mark spawns earlier. Rift Scuttle assist now correctly collect marks. They're just helping Kindred out, I guess. Sure, I don't really care. LeBlanc can now queue up casts of W and RW. I think that's cool. That's fine. Oh wow, recent changes. Energy restore passive increased. QWE now apply cooldown reduction for the duration of their reactivation time. Yeah, they kind of need to buff him because he just couldn't ward hop. So it's kind of weird. You can only ward hop with a trinket. Okay, what is all this? This is just cooldown stuff, sure. Q base heal decreased. I think this is actually very reasonable because, yes, what's it called? Conditional sustain, based on if you hit the skill shot, yes, it should be stronger than a point and click sustain, right? But right now, whenever he hits Q, you're like, holy shit, they're back to full health. That's how I feel. That's how it feels like, right? One or two Qs, and you're like, dude, this is kind of stupid. So I think this is kind of deserved. Okay, base shield decrease. I also think this is deserved too because he can E twice, right? I agree. Nerf some of his sustain. I'm not really sure why they gave him sustain in the first place, but the Q might as well do something, you know. Taliyah, you're gonna want to read this one. Sure. Movement speed increase. What? Health increase. What are they doing? Does not do AoE. Guys, what? Minions no longer take reduced damage. Sure. Doesn't get movement speed on worked ground. Casting Q on worked ground does not refund mana. Q cost is reduced to 1 mana. Oh, maybe it's because like tier or something, you know. W is 12 seconds always. E initial damage decreased a little bit in the beginning. Reaver's wall duration decreased. What the hell? This is just like killing her. Isn't this what this is? Isn't this? Aren't they just removing this champion? Wait, you can't. There's no AoE on your Q. And your ulti got mega nerfed. And your E got nerfed. And your W gets more cooldown, but it's not like you're trying to spam your W, right? You're usually saving your W until you can hit it. So this literally doesn't matter, I feel like. Unless you're like, oh, let's go for as many W's as we can. I don't think that makes as much sense. But what the fuck is this? Back in the coffin she goes. Yeah, back in the coffin she goes. Oh yeah, support Taliyah. Yeah, maybe support Taliyah likes this. You know, how many W's can we go for? But like, what the hell? I don't really get it. Okay, sure. Urgot. Wow, Urgot changes. Base attack speed increased. Collision radius decreased. Passive damage to monsters increased early. R no longer roots Urgot while he is grinding a champion to death. So they make it more fluid. I think that's fine. What's the collision radius? Isn't that like how big his model is or something? Base attack speed increased. Whatever. You can jungle. Stripping some of the anti-jungling tuning from his kit. Wait, why wouldn't they allow him to jungle? Is that like OP? The old surgeon purge. Interesting Urgot changes. I think it's a cool champion. Victor, Q discharge, damage increased at later ranks. Oh, they're just buffing him, I guess. Sure. Zen. Hell yeah. Okay, just flat nerfs. I think this is definitely fine for me. You know, I'm just like, oh, you get hit by Zen E. I'm like, oh, I can't run. But this is fine. I like this. And this is actually, I think, gonna hurt him a lot. You know, because later in the game, it's like, oh, you know, Zen falls off. But I feel like that's not really true as much because compared to the old Zen, right? It's just like, oh, he does a lot of damage still. So you walk up to him, you're still dying. But this might help a little with being able to get some free AD. Shaves off some AD, I guess, later. Root duration increase. Oh my god. Yo, please no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Zyra support? Uh-oh. Zyra buff? What the hell? Yeah, I don't know. Alright, whatever. This is what we came here for, right? Stat adjustment. Oh no. Oh, what the fuck, dude? Everything is getting shit on. You get more health, I guess. Dude, what the hell? But how do you last hit now? Dude, I can barely last hit as it is. Alright, maybe I'm just bad, but I can barely last hit as it is, you know? Especially if you buy boots first back, you're like, oh, I have no AD. This means aggressive bot laners feel like they have no home. Whether it's early game bully marksmen or supports who want to poke. What? Or supports who want to poke or go all in. Aggressive bot laners have no home. Soraka, who pokes, has no home. Are you kidding me? Soraka is probably one of the most cancerous things in bot lane right now, and champions that go all in, sure, you know, Leona may not be played, but something like Alistar is still strong, right? Maybe even something like Braum is still good too, you know? I don't know. Weakening marksman sustain means damage will stick to onto marksman. So making poke stronger, basically, or making bad trades. You know, if you take a bad trade, you get punished harder, right? That makes more sense. Making 2v2 fighting a more successful prospect for the stronger bot lane. So they're trying to be like, oh, if you're better bot lane wins. You know, shifting some durability from armor into health should let aggressive marksmen like Draven and Lucian shine a bit harder in the early game. I'm not really a fan of those champs, but whatever. They're nerfing base attack damage by 4 and then pushing that damage into a growth stat so that later it's better, whatever. It's like this is the it just doesn't make sense. What is this? Supports who want to poke is like the one that I'm just like, are you okay? Because okay, maybe it's just Soraka that's just super AIDS, but did they forget how bad bot lane poking is? Like, do you not remember Comet, Jhin, and Xerath? That is probably less healthy for the game. But whatever. Maybe it'll be okay, you know? We don't really know. Machete changes, base attack. I don't really know anything about jungle. Someone else tell me. Okay, here we go. Stormrazor. For upfront burst and lots of kiting. Okay, I like this. I like the description. Itemization is pretty focused on marksmen who want to stand still in basic attack. With Stormrazor, they want an item for marksmen with longer pauses between attacks, whether they're kiting or just have long attack cooldowns. Okay. It's a BF pickaxe dagger. It gives 70 AD, 30% attack speed. Okay, that's kind of cool. You get AD and attack speed in an item. Has there ever been something like that? Besides Zephyr, and Zephyr was removed from the game, and Zephyr didn't even give that much AD, right? Unique passive, Storm's Edge. If you haven't attacked in the last 3 seconds, you're scaling down with attack speed. Oh, okay, I see. Your next basic attack will critically strike for 160% damage, plus 1% per whatever critical strike chance. Max 200. Oh, I see. Okay. And grant 10% movement speed for 1.75 seconds. Okay, so Jhin is like Jhin on crack. You know what I'm saying? Blade the Ranking gives 80 in AS. Yeah, but Blade the Ranking doesn't really give 80. It's like not a lot of 80. You know what I'm saying? It's like an attack speed item almost. That's what it feels like. Nothing's really given a substantial amount of 80 and attack speed. I feel like maybe I'm wrong, but I haven't seen that in a long time. So yeah, this is interesting. Who else could use this? Maybe Twitch coming out of stealth. That could be really interesting. Who else? Maybe something like who can like go in, do their thing and get out, right? Or just go in, do their thing and finish, right? Maybe like Draven would run up and then do something. I don't know. It's kind of interesting though. It's either gonna see niche play or not at all. I don't see everyone building this, right? It's like on Kaylin, oh, you walk up, you hit them. Okay, that's cool. That's cute. It doesn't seem very good. Will be good on Vayne as well. Maybe. I'm not sure about that one. The argument is something like, oh, you can go in stealth for 3 seconds. I don't think you can go in stealth for 3 seconds, so that's not really gonna work. Jhin is probably gonna be. He's gonna try it, and he's gonna be like, "Yo, this sucks. Let me get lethality." I don't know. It's interesting though. It's very interesting because it scales with critical strike, right? So it's not like a dead item after the first buy or whatever. Okay, Infinity Edge, increased gold, whatever. Gives more AD for compensation, I guess. Removed all this stuff. Feels bad. Doubles your critical strike chance. 50% of critical strike damage is converted into true damage. This is like a killing tanks item for true damage. This is a killing tanks item, right? Yeah, it's a true scaling item. It makes sense. And yeah, he's gonna do some good damage to the backline, whatever. But the real benefit of this is that you can ignore tank armor and stuff like that. You know, it's interesting. Nice Yasuo passive, Jesus. It's very interesting. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. We'll see. This is probably like it's gonna be like a late game buy. You know, you buy this later in the a lot later in the game. I feel like if you have 50% crit, maybe you buy this. but before then, I'm not really sure because it doesn't. I don't know. How useful is 15% of critical strike damage is converted to true damage? Not only do you need a crit first, but you also have to be like, this true damage is useful. So it'll be interesting. Essence Reaver, the ultimate power spike. Okay. You're gonna reshape Essence Reaver around a new power spike. Okay. No critical strike. It does not give you mana back. Basic attacks restore 1% of missing mana. Okay. I think that's fine. After you cast your ultimate, your next basic attack within 10 seconds grants Essence Flare for 8 seconds. Okay, this is a lot of seconds going around. Granting 30% attack speed and causing basic attacks to refund 20% of your remaining so this is okay. I saw this earlier. This is okay, so when they say basic attacks, the first thing you think of is illusion. Right? You're like, okay, you just one rotation, throw it in, you throw your ulti, and then you get another like 5 rotations, and you're like, okay, what? 30-second cooldown. That's it. Oh, it doesn't give you cooldown, right? Oh, does it give you cooldown? It didn't say it got removed, so I think I'm confused. Does it give you cooldown? It didn't say it got removed, so maybe it gives you cooldown, but interesting. So this 30-second cooldown idea is also very interesting because the first defender that comes to mind is Kog'Maw, right? Because if it had no cooldown, you spam you like use your ulti and then you get everything. You get all your cooldowns back. Imagine having like 4 of Kog'Maw's E on the ground. What the fuck? That'd be kind of funny. Or you could just shred a bunch of people. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Basic attack. Alice mentions Ezreal too. Yo, Ezreal could be pretty crazy, but it's really hard to imagine a build better than the crazy Ezreal we have right now. Okay, how broken would that Ezreal be? Even more broken, right? So we would hope Ezreal cannot use this effectively, but I can really see Ezreal using this, right? Because you use your ulti, you shift in, auto Q, you get your E back immediately, right? Could be sick on Kaisa. Wow, yeah, you're right. This is how how many spells can you squeeze out in the span of like 2 seconds? I don't know. This is I am really afraid of this item. What if someone builds this and your AD carry can't finish it yet, and then it's like, oh, they're just gonna run over your team or something. If it's a good item, if it becomes like a meta build or something. Well, this is really interesting. I don't really see Kog'Maw being a user of this. At first I was like, oh, Kog'Maw presses R and then he does it, but I don't really see it. Last Whisper. Oh, that's awkward. I accidentally clicked on Last Whisper. Total armor penetration. Wait, what? It went from 35% bonus to 10% of the target's total armor. Okay, you don't buy this second, right? Remember season 4 when you built Bloodthirster into Last Whisper, right? The Last Whisper then was like 30% of the target's total armor. So this is just a super awful version of that, right? You don't want to get this soon, I think. You don't want to. This is still in line with penetrating armor, I think, right? But you're not gonna buy this like early on so you can penetrate the other AD carry's armor or something like that. I think this makes sense, but it feels like a nerf. I feel like could be wrong on the math. AD decreased bonus, yeah, whatever. So what does it do? 35% of total. Oh my god. Okay, this is disgusting. Okay, that is good. That is insane. I think. Holy crap. Yo, when you buy this stuff, you want to just upgrade immediately. I'm pretty sure. You just want to you just go. Holy crap. This is insane. 35% of total armor penetration. Well, I guess it costs more money too. I mean, total cost is 2,800, so maybe not as insane as we say it is, but definitely, dude, it feels like. Seems like when you have scaled and you have 6 items, the AD carry is gonna be insane. Like tanks tank damage is no longer gonna stop you at all. I mean, tankiness is no longer gonna prevent you from being able to just kill everyone as long as you're on curve in terms of items. Maybe it's just indicator is gonna be useless, more useless early. I don't know. Oh, Giant Slayers, goodbye. Oh, I see. Oh, you can build a pickaxe with the Last Whisper. Oh, okay, I see. Mortal Reminder. No one really cares about Mortal Reminder. I'm sorry. Yeah, less AD, whatever. It seems fine. Doesn't seem like it changed as much, I feel like, although total armor penetration still pretty sick. Oh wow, 600 Brawler's glove. And you can only buy one? You know, it's more like the unique, it's got a unique critical strike chance. They're removing Cloak of Agility. What? They're removing Cloak of Agility? No, dude. No. Zero increased again. Oh my god. It used to be like 1100, right? Or something? Jesus. Oh my god. It got... What? They increased the gold and decreased the critical strike chance? What? Zero item just increased in cost? What? All of these? Oh, okay, you know, this one's 100 cheaper. You know, here's your incentive to buy a Phantom Dancer over the other guys. It's just 100 cheaper. Are you kidding me though? What is this? Why is it just straight up Dunzo? It's so that you can't cheese it with new Infinity Edge. I mean, this is a fucking feels bad, man. I don't know. Maybe it's balanced. I don't know, dude. It just, my initial outlook is like, oh, that feels bad. You know what I'm saying? Feels pretty bad. Okay, lifesteal items. Overall, the cost of marksman builds are up slightly, so they're making lifesteal items cheaper. Okay, that's cool. No one's gonna want to buy you, and no one's gonna want to buy you either. So, no one likes these items anyways. No one likes this item, dude. I don't give a shit. It's 500 gold cheaper. I'm still not buying it. Oh no. Oh no. Maw. Magic resist increased. Base shield value increased. Shield does not scale. So it's like, this is better, right? For is this better? It'll be the same for AD carries, I think. You don't really give a shit about this. Guardian Angel, cost increased, armor increased. They want, so we can build a chain vest. That's the idea. I mean, since it's more armor, I guess that's really nice at a full build. Banner of Command. Oh baby. They're highly resistant and entirely immune to magic damage. Highly resistant to magic and physical damage. Yeah, I think Banner Command is kind of crazy right now, so it makes sense. Okay, so they're getting 70% damage reduction from champions. So it's not like, oh, 80 carry go fix this, or, you know, 80 jungler go fix this cannon minion. It's anyone can really do it now, right? They appear like, oh, PogChamp.
To suck some hard candy and suck some dicks.
Danuko, thank you for the 2 months, dude. Love you less than 3, or heart, I guess. Love you too, dude. No homo. Olivia didn't hear. It's okay. Okay, so what else is this? Allies can now see floating combat numbers for damage dealt by the banner minions. You'll be like, yo, my banner minion did 5,000 more damage than yours. You know, you can't say with us. Surely is Reverie. So movement speed decreased. Thank you. Cost increased. Bandage. Dude, honestly, this is just a Vladimir item. Let's be honest. No one fucking buys this except for Vladimir, right? Literally, it's like Vladimir and Singe. It's not even a support item. Wait, was it? Is it supposed to be meant as a support item? I don't even know. Yeah. Rush, it's too reliable. Rush on certain champions who want it for selfish reasons. Yeah, it's supposed to be a support item. Singe and Vladimir. Oh, yeah, see? Exactly, dude. Exactly. They just fucking run at you and you're like, oh, I guess I'm dead, you know? Thank you. Yes, fucking... Please stop building that. Like, I don't know what to do against Australia's Vladimir. Just runs at you and you're like, oh, goodbye. Goodbye, guys. Seems good. Seems good. Seems good. Movement speed decrease, base mana regen. Hell yeah. Active cooldown. Okay, good. These are all fine changes. But you know what that means? It means that support still don't want to buy it. I think I can't even remember the last time my team bought a Australia as a support item so we can run at them, right? Yeah, I have no idea. I can't even think of it. It's just Singed Vladimir. So, okay, they are changing the runic echoes. Oh, giving him more IP. Okay. I think it'd be cool if we had AP junglers instead of, the last few things I can remember is just Zing, Graves, and they aren't even AP junglers. They're tank junglers. They're like Sejuani and Zac, right? We haven't really seen like a Fiddle or I guess Diana. Does that count? I don't know. We haven't really seen a Mumu, AP Amumu. I don't know. I wish Amumu was back in the game. I think he was a cool champion. Fleet forward, haste. Oh, haste decreased. Crit heal gone. Percent heal on minions. Oh, okay. So healing on melee will be 100%. So you want to hit a melee minion. Oh no! Never mind. It means that melee champions get 60%, or melee champions get 100% now. Ranged champions get 20%. So it's better for melee champions, right? Wait, am I looking at this right? What the fuck? Does anyone know? Marksmen have access to a ton of sustain and laning phase. I'm not sure this is necessarily true, but Doran's Shield is the biggest offender, I think, of free sustain and laning phase. Which makes the choice between early and late game too tilted towards late game, decreases the overall impact of laning decisions like poke and bullying. I mean, I'm not sure if I agree 100%, but I guess I see their argument. Weakening the heal ranged champions get from fleet forward should go a long ways toward making trades feel more meaningful. Is from minions? I don't really get it. Percent heal on minions. Yes, percent heal on minions. Right. Literally says it right here. What am I smoking? So you use it on the melee minion.
Two things: to suck some hard candy and suck some dicks.
Wait, how do I pronounce this? Jado Blades? Shadow Blades? It's like Shadow Blades. Hold up. Thank you for the sub though. Welcome, much appreciated. You're gonna be in the YouTube video. Congrats. Heal ability power ratio. I didn't even know it had an ability power ratio. What the fuck? So I actually think this is very significant. This haste. This is the thing that actually catches my eye. I don't really care as much about the sustain. I'm not gonna lie. I'll just take Doran's Shield, right? But this, will you move less? Okay, you went from 30% to 20%. Okay, what did the numbers have to look like for you to be like this? Keystone is worthless, right? What if it was 10%? What if it's 15%? I think we're getting to that number where the movement speed from fleet forward is like not good enough to say, oh, pass up, press the attack, for example. I actually think that champions like Caitlyn are donezo now. It seems like with the item changes. What are you gonna build first? Bloodthirster, I guess. Then you're completely useless mid game, right? So it's like, oh, at least with Infinity Edge, you could maybe get for some kind of crit headshot or something like that. But yeah, good luck in Wii Sports. I don't know. This is definitely. I think we're gonna see more press the attack. I'm gonna play press the attack. Kai'Sa probably, right? I think it makes more sense to play something that's not fleet forward. Look at this. How much more do they have to nerf this, right? Maybe you could do like. Who else do we play? I mean, I just play Ezreal Kai'Sa. Dude, honestly, we're just gonna play Ezreal Kai'Sa Kog'Maw until someone can show us a champion or playstyle that's better. That's kind of the standard when it comes to these big changes, but some champions remain the same. Use them as like your base power. You know what I'm saying? So anyone who's better, holy shit, that's gonna be super good, right? Anything that's better than what we have as Caitlyn, as Ezreal and Kai'Sa is gonna be so good. But if it's all worse, you just stick with Ezreal and Kaisa. You know what I'm saying? Okay, what is this? Hail of Blades. Gain 50 to 100% attack speed, whatever, based on your level, for the first 3 attacks made against enemy champions. Cooldown is 5 seconds out of combat. Okay, here we go. Stormrazor, Hail of Blades, Twitch, right? Come out of stealth. Bam, 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 get out. Is that interesting? That seems interesting. Press the attack. You play Twitch. You might have to give up your Gathering Storm. Or is this a Keystone? I don't get it. Is this a regular? Is this a regular? Oh, this is a Keystone. Oh. Yeah, it's fine, dude. Fleet Forward is it means you can't take this and press the attack, but really interesting, really interesting. First 3 attacks. Who else is good against this? Hail of Blades, Kaisa, and Hail of Blades, Draven. Yes, I could see. You know, he kills someone in 3 hits. So, I think this actually, you know, maybe you might take it on Draven. You know, who else would you take this on? Maybe like Vayne. I'm not really sure if this will see any play. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, oh, makes it appealing to some of the burstier marksmen. Illusion doesn't really give a shit about this. I feel like, you know, you're already having issues weaving in abilities between your auto attacks and stuff. So, I can't really think of anyone else who would want to use this off the top of my head, right? Ultimate Hunter. Oh, they're changing Ultimate Hat, right? Someone said that the other day. We're gonna bring it in line with the Hunter paradigm, right? Whatever. Your ultimate gains 5% reduced cooldown, plus an additional 2% per bounty hunter stack. If this doesn't exceed the cap, then I don't really think anyone really cares because, you know, you see these Rengars running around, they already have 40% cooldown. You know, I don't know how, but somehow they already have 40%. So, or any of these assassins, I don't really care, right? I don't think anyone cares about this. So, it just makes it so Ultimate Hat Malzahar isn't like fucking run at you, press R all the time. Nimbus Cloak, what is this? Shortly after casting your ultimate, gain 100 move speed, decaying over the next 2.5 seconds. Wow, for the duration of the move speed increase, you can pass through units. Nimbus Cloak is affected by cooldown. So 40% cooldown is like... it's like 40 seconds, right? Oh god, my math. What's 40% cooldown? It's like shaves out 24 seconds or something. I don't even know. Interesting. Minion Dematerializer offering too much wave control early game. Agreed. Instead of activating at less than 3 minutes, it's at 4 minutes. I think that's fine. You're seeing people like Alistar, bam, goodbye cannon, and then it's just like, oh, that's kind of weird, you know? I think that's fine. It's kind of warping the laning phase in a way instead of being able to. It's not like, oh, we need to wave clear these minions. It's like, oh, we're gonna warp a laning phase, and it's really funny because I feel like the reason why they introduced these runes is to create some interesting gameplay, like warping the laning phase, right? But here they're trying to make it so it doesn't happen, right? They're like trying to make some interesting ideas with minion dematerializer, you know. But they're kind of going in the opposite direction. Like, why do we make this? You know, I don't really know. So yeah, it's kind of weird, but it's like you can still do it. It's just later in the game, so it's not as good. Interesting. I'm like, oh, first thought is Kog'Maw, but you know, 60-second cooldown, and you can't use it until you're level 6. Yeah, whatever. This is a rune. That's not a keystone, right? I would hope so. Turret durability. What? Inhibitor Nexus turret health decrease? Wow. Okay. Interesting. Inhibitor turret health regen increase. Oh, okay. So you want to take it down in one go. It's punishing you for chipping away at it. You know what I'm saying? You need to fucking take it. Nexus they can only regen health up to the next third. Oh, I see. So if it's like 1 HP, it goes up to a third HP, or if it's like, you know, 40% HP, it goes to 66% HP. I see. So yeah, chipping away at it is, you can now, you know, bring it down to slightly less than 2/3, and you're like, okay, we did enough, and then come back. But we want defenders to feel something good about when they do hold off a push on their base, while also giving sieging minions teams meaningful milestones other than just tower destroy. I agree. This actually seems like a very reasonable game design change where it's like, oh, they're sieging our towers. You know, it feels bad the whole time until Baron is gone or whatever, right? But now it's like, oh, make sure, you know, maybe it's like meaningful if you can make it so they can't bring our tower below 2/3 health or something like that. I don't know. Interesting. Very interesting. Turret gold. More of the gold is granted locally. Okay, I think that's great because if you're a lane that's winning, and you kind of want that money for yourself so you can do something, right? Imagine, you know, imagine everyone on the team getting 50 gold versus one dude getting 250 gold, right? The big change, big difference. I feel like for one person being able to carry, right? Right. Players who have a large impact to feel that impact more personally, right? So you're like, oh, people can still solo carry is the idea, but people can also solo lose the game because if they give up their lane or something or make a mistake, then their counterpart is huge. Really interesting. Really interesting. Baron Nashor attack speed decreased. Okay. Base corruption damage decreased. Okay. Special attacks no longer apply corruption. Yeah, okay. They're like Baron is killing people too quick. I agree. Okay. So this is like reverting the Baron buffs? I think you can do Baron now. I think you just do Baron like you did before this patch. Yeah, Baron was insane, dude. Baron actually PvE'd you. Respawn time increase, shrine duration increase, whatever. Jungle monsters increased at later levels, sure. Last hit assistance. If a basic attack would fail to kill a minion by 4 health or less, it will kill that minion.
To suck some hard candy and suck
Pyke
some
champ,
dicks.
Napalm Grenade, thank you for the sub, dude. Much appreciated. Welcome to the YouTube video. Interesting. ARAM, okay, that's cool. I'll play some ARAM. Ping distance volume, sure, whatever. Instant feedback. Reform cards. I've never gotten this, so I don't really care. Level up, rewards. Get emotes for level 400. What the hell? Level 400? What level are we? We're 46. Jesus. Okay, well, I guess that's all. So it's basically kind of what we thought in terms of, hey, maybe the new items would be good if they are. Maybe champions would be good. Otherwise, Kaisa and Ezreal all day. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's pretty much it. Ezreal is our comparison to the new stuff. So just spam Ezreal. Well, that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, play Rageblade Champion. Seems like take the Lethal Temple maybe. I think Fleet Forward is probably donezo. We'll take a look, but 10% hit is pretty big. Press the attack I think is the next big thing. Unless you're like Lethal Temple Kog'Maw or something. I don't know. We'll see though. But yeah, that'll be it for the 8.11 patch notes. That's what I think. The first outset. So let me know what you guys think. You guys agree, disagree? Thoughts on Pyke? Pyke's crazy. Yeah, new champion too. I totally forgot for a sec that new champion is coming out too. But this looks broken. I would suggest trying to learn this as fast as possible if you play support. It's just insane. But yeah, it seems good. So